2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shamar Stephen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Tackle made by Michael Pierce.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play action now. Cousins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
It's 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 31. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on first down, Drake again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
4-yard loss on the play.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cardinals 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
That's good.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They run again on first down. Cook. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devon Kennard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third and long for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Drake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Throwing again on second down. Murray dancing to his left. He'll run it. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Brings up, starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at him. We've got him now.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28.
It's a gain of
nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw it, Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Cousins on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Who that? Who that?
Tonight's final score, Cardinals 33, Vikings nothing.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got it to Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Harrison Smith on the...
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Murray on third down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards left on second down. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards in the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down. Cousins again. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, shift.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Adam. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup.
Cousins now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 9. Vikings.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down. Boom. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He was taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
16-yard line.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And this carries into the end zone.
Tonight's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.
Another L. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reach in my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23.
The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway here in England. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
1st and 10.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Well, partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Edmonds.
There it is. There it is.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 24 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On play action, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
first down. Murray steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now on first down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
The 21-yard line.
On first and 10, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From the 25 on second down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
On the return, Johnson.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake. Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
And 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Cardinals 24, Vikings 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st and 10, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Murray from midfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cardinals 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? The other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First down. Here's Cousins.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It's a foot race. 30. 10.
You thought you had it.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score again.